Welcome to I'm going to talk in Kiara's car because I don't feel like going home yet and having the day be over. So, uh, I just got back into my big home area. I'm sitting in the parking lot of a local park, but there are no lights out there, so I can't talk in there. From Dear Evan Hansen. I think I look pretty snazzy myself. Got my waistcoat on. I've got a suit jacket. It was pretty snazzy, pretty nice. It was an amazing show. I'm very, very glad I went. Did not expect to feel as weirdly, viscerally almost connected to the parent characters more than the people who are supposed to be closer to my life experience, like, kids who are doing things that explode way too far out of their control and then they panic about it. Like, that's where I'm supposed to connect. But instead, I felt like way more attached to the parents who are so lost in trying to figure out how to connect to their children and how to make things better when they didn't know how they were broken, I guess. Which is strange, and I'm gonna think about that a while because I'm not sure what part of it kind of snapped me into place there, but they were the characters that I felt way more moved by, and that there's a moment where one of the characters who has refused to mourn the death of his son, he's kind of just in the background of this number, and while this is happening, while he's in the background, you can see the moment that he lets himself mourn and he starts to cry, and I snapped, I broke, I just immediately began sobbing, and I'm so glad that by that time I had tissues because I had forgotten them in the first bit, but I did obtain tissues for myself and had wonderful seatmates who shared tissues with me, which was great. But yeah, those are the people that I was so moved by, and I really have to wonder why. But outside of that, this is my reward to myself for finishing NaNoWriMo. I had a second row seat, second row orchestra level seat. I watched tears fall off of an actor's face. That was weird, but amazing, because I've never seen that outside of, like, a Star Kid production. When I went in to go and see Twisted in Chicago, I was front row for these people that were not, they're professional actors, but they weren't, it wasn't like going to see a Broadway show or anything like that, where, like, you expect to be able to see that emotion. And here I was able to actually make that connection and literally watch, like, the light glimmer off of tears as they fell to the ground type of thing, which was astonishing. And just the blocking and the lighting, just, there were all these moments where I was like, oh, that's supposed to signify, it hurt, and it was supposed to. And there were so many secondhand embarrassment things that I had to kind of, like, force myself to watch, even though, like, it was awful, but it needed to happen because that's part of the show and I needed to experience the show. But yeah, I'm very glad I went. And if it was something that I felt like either of you would actually watch or I guess enjoy watching, it's not the kind of musical that I think of when I think of either of you. But I would recommend it if you have the opportunity to, outside of my trying to force it down your throats by singing songs from it all the time or referring to it obsessively to the point in which, like, Krista sent me that book. So yeah, that's my video for today. Maybe I'll have more than one of these later if I can think of other things to say. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna show off. So I donated to charity, and I got this apple, and it's a stress ball. And I have an obnoxious amount of stress balls. So to have a stress ball from a Broadway show that was also part of, like, I donated to charity, just makes me feel very. That's very on brand, right? That's basically Savannah's brand. Stress balls and other useless memorabilia. that should be the title of a video. That'll be the title of this video. Stress balls and other useless memorabilia. Okay, I hope this wasn't totally boring.